Profound words. It's simple, folks. The winner of this one gets a trip to San Francisco in the NBA Finals. Who will prosper tonight?
How about the start by the Boston Celtics? Facing a Game 7, they've responded.
Jimmy Butler keeping the Heat within striking distance.
Celtics keeping Miami at arm's length. It's Tatum, fires, Butler for the lead. Missed it. And the Boston Celtics will go to the NBA Finals. They complete a wire-to-wire victory.
How about them damn Celtics?
So the Warriors roster, I said it earlier in the show, 123 games of collective NBA Finals experience.
Wow.
Celtics, zilch, zip, nada, none, nunca. That's the largest gap in finals experience since the Bulls versus the Jazz. That was in 1997. So a huge gulf in terms of experience here. Why are you sitting like that?
I don't know why I would say I was look weird.
It made me uncomfortable. I have to ask, all right, Rich, I'm going to start with you. How much is experience going to factor into these playoffs, do you think?
I think a good amount. I think you understand, especially about the 2 days in between, the travel back and forth from San Francisco to Boston, how you're getting your sleep, how you're resting. There's so many things that people don't understand. I remember taking Tylenol PM at 5 in the morning after Game 6, just trying to get some sleep because you play at a later time on the Eastern Standard, then you travel, so your clock is all messed up. So when you have experience, it just allows you to get into your rhythm, your system, understanding the Super Bowl media day, very similar to the NBA Finals media day. There's so much attention and all of the hoopla that comes with it. When you've been through it, it's a little bit easier to focus on basketball.
Yeah, I agree. I think obviously, experience always helps you, no matter what the circumstance. So I would say that the Warriors have to feel good, especially starting at the Chase Center where they're undefeated so far in the playoffs. But you look at the Celtics, they're 7-2 on the road. So I feel like they're not fearful as well. But I do think in every circumstance, experience helps. I think we're going to get to it later on predictions, so I won't spill my own tea because I actually have one. But I look at this Warriors team, and it's sort of like they're happy to be here because they know they've worked to be here. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But they started off well. It looks like they're ending well. Both teams are playing their best basketball. The experience will help, but I also think there's something to youthful exuberance. Like the way that these games mean so much to what you see from Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, there's that side as well. So I do think it's a bit of both for both ends.
Kendrick, you've been a champion. What do you think?
I just think it depends on what team you're on. I'm not about to over exaggerate or dig too deep into experience because I was on the Boston Celtic team with a lot of veteran guys that didn't have championship experience and walked right into it and just played the game of basketball. And I also was on a young Oklahoma City Thunder team where we walked into the finals and it was a bit overwhelming. So me watching the Boston Celtics last night, the one thing that I would give them advice on is, live it up. Embrace this moment, but you have to regroup and remember that at the end of the day, yes, it is the finals, and I know how hard the journey is to get to the finals, but don't get caught up in the moment. Remember, it's still just basketball, because if you don't, then that Golden State Warrior team will be waiting on you. But I done seen it on both sides, and I experienced it on both sides where a veteran team and a young team, first time going to the finals, they handled it completely different. So I just don't know. I'm ready to see game one.
Well, the only thing that I will say is that, to your point, Perk, when you have veterans that are ready, embrace it. Embrace it is the most important thing. I went to the finals my second year. I didn't go again until my 15th year. Al Horford has been a winner in this league. Everyone will say that. He's won on every level. This is his first finals appearance in 15 seasons. So you want to sit here, but you have to embrace it because you might not get another shot, right? The Golden State Warriors are going through, they were so emotional because they didn't know if they were going to get to this spot again. And this is one of the clear dynasties of our generation. So to more of the Boston, embrace it, but also focus on it like this might be your only shot you ever get to win a championship.
Well, Jayson Tatum, he might not have NBA Finals experience, right? But last night, he channeled someone who has just a little bit of experience in that department. Tatum, he grew up idolizing Kobe Bryant. Remember, he wore a purple and gold number 24 armband in Game 7. And the young Celtics star, he became close with Bryant. worked out with him several times before Kobe's tragic death. And on Sunday, Tatum scored a team-high 26 points to help propel the Celtics to a 196 win. And after that game, he shared this on Instagram. Take a look. Tatum texted Kobe Bryant's phone number and said, "I got you." Take a listen.
Obviously, that was my idol. That was my, inspiration. That was my favorite player. The shoes I wore, or been wearing the last couple games, were, dedicated to him. And today, before I took my nap, was watching, some film, and some moments from him in his career. This biggest game of my career thus far. And, I went to wear that armband to honor him.
You can see the image there. "I got you" is what he texted Kobe Bryant's number. Bryant, he was a huge inspiration, continues to be an inspiration to Tatum, and he honored him in Game 7. All right,